Leighton Lucas. Leighton Lucas 5 January 1903 1 November 1982 was an English composer and conductor. Born into a musical family, his father, Clarence Lucas, was also a noted composer. He began his career as a dancer for Sergei Diaghilev's Ballets Russes 1918-21. He became a ballet conductor at 19. As well as a self-taught composer of religious works and film music, he also worked as an arranger for Jack Hylton's orchestra between c. 1926 and 1930. He is particularly noted for his film compositions, including the scores for Target for Tonight 1941, Alfred Hitchcock's stage Fright 1950, Ice Cold in Alex 1958, and the incidental music for the Dam Busters based on the title march by Eric Coates. Benjamin Britten wrote that Lucas's Partita 1934 for piano and chamber orchestra was very interesting, especially the quite lovely Sarabande. Lucas's Sinfonia Brevis 1936 for horn and 11 instruments may be one of the earliest British scores to incorporate Balinese gamelan effects. It was heard by Benjamin Britten, who went on to use such effects in his music from Paul Bunyan. Ballet de la Réunie 1949, revised 1957, is a six-movement suite taken from the sketches of an unperformed ballet, Pavane for Mary, which was originally intended for the Edinburgh Ballet Club. The music looks back to Elizabethan music forms similarly to Peter Warlock's Capriole Suite, while also retaining a French flavor because Mary, Queen of Scots, spent her childhood in France. Selected compositions: Orchestral 1934 Partita 1934 for piano and chamber orchestra 1936 Sinfonia Brevis for horn and 11 instruments 1945 We of the West Riding 1939 Sonatina Concertante for saxophone and orchestra 1940 Suite Francaise 1941 March Prelude from Target for Tonight 1942 A Litany for Orchestra 1947 Introductory Theme for Just William Radio Series 1949 Ballet de la Réunie for strings revised 1957 1950 Dedication from Portrait of Claire film Portrait of Claire 1950 Eve's Rhapsody from Stage Fright 1953 This Is York music from the documentary film 1954 Prelude and Dam Blast from the Dam Busters 1956 Cello Concertino for cello and orchestra 1956 Concert Champeter for violin and orchestra 1956 Prelude, Aria and Finale for viola d'amore and orchestra 1957 Clarinet Concerto 1957 Portrait of the Amethyst from Yangtze Incident 1958 Suite from Ice Cold in Alex 1970 Birthday Variations Ballet 1935 The Wolf's Ride 1936 Death in Adagio after Domenico Scarlatti 1945 Minus 6 The Horses 1972 Minus 3 Tam O'Shanter Brass Band 1960 Symphonic Suite 1962 Spring Song 1968 Chorale and Variations 1973 Waltz Overture Choral 1928 Mask of the Sea for chorus and orchestra dedicated to Mrs. Ernest Toy with all affection 1934 Massa pro defunctis 1953 My True Love Hath My Heart Madrigal for Women's Voices 1953 Sleep and Death Part Sung Sat 1967 Mass in G minor 1969 Parish Mass Chamber 1956 Meditation for cello and piano 1959 Aubade for horn, bassoon and piano 1960 Soliloquy for viola and piano 1961 Tristesse for viola and piano 1966 Disquisition for two cellos and piano duet. Selected filmography Princess Charming 1934 The Cardinal 1936 Head Over Heels 1937 Target for Tonight 1941 Now Barabbas 1949 Portrait of Claire 1950. Stage Fright 1950. The Weak and the Wicked 1954. The Dam Busters 1955. Yangtze Incident. The Story of HMS Amethyst 1957. Ice Cold in Alex 1958. The Son of Robin Hood 1958. Serious Charge 1959.